Steve Harvey is usually the one on Family Feud to roast contestants over answers that don't make sense. But it's equally hilarious when tables are turned and Harvey's pop culture knowledge falls short. The host seemed clueless as contestants took turns answering. A question about the popular cartoon character SpongeBob SquarePants. Fans of the show couldn't stop laughing about Harvey's situation. Harvey started by reading out the question. Name something you might make fun of about SpongeBob SquarePants. A contestant named Lisa got to her buzzer first and said, his size. That answer was not on the board. A player named Rob was next, and he said, his voice. That one was up there, and the Marinello family decided to play further. A contestant named Nicole was next, and she answered, where he lives, in a pineapple under the sea. Harvey was shocked upon hearing this, as he could not even grasp the concept of someone living inside a pineapple. Either way, that answer was up there on the board. A player named Dahlia then said, I'm gonna go with his holes. The host seemed scandalized upon hearing this, but the contestant then explained that the character was a sponge, hence the holes. Adriana was next, and her answer was even more shocking. His color, she said. Harvey did not look comfortable after hearing this answer, and ended up issuing a warning. I'll tell you what, he better not be black, he said. However, that answer was also on the board. Her teammate Michelle was next, and she had one of the most obvious answers. His pants, she said, and it was one of the correct answers. We got no strikes. Y'all know everything about this dude, Harvey said. It was Rob's turn again, and he said, his shape. That was also one of the correct answers. However, that is where the family's luck came to an end. The next three answers were all incorrect, giving the Beeson family a chance to steal the game. Lisa stepped up to answer, hoping to make amends for earlier. After hearing the question, she said, his teeth. That answer was correct, and the Beesons ended up winning the game. Fans of the show, however, were more amused by Harvey's lack of knowledge about SpongeBob. Realizing that Steve Harvey has no idea who or what SpongeBob is comedy, one fan commented on YouTube. Steve Harvey might be the only person in the entire world that doesn't know about SpongeBob SquarePants, another pointed out. Steve's reactions had me dying. He clearly has never seen the show, nor has any idea who the hell SpongeBob is, one more commented. When it comes to hosting one of the most beloved game shows in television history, Steve Harvey is nothing short of a legend. With his signature humor, quick wit, and the ability to handle anything the contestants throw his way, Harvey has turned Family Feud into a must-watch staple for families across America. Yet in a recent episode that has fans buzzing online, Steve Harvey found himself at a rare loss. He was completely clueless about one of the most iconic animated characters of our generation, SpongeBob SquarePants. It all started during a typical round of Family Feud, where the survey question involved naming popular cartoon characters. Contestants eagerly shouted answers like Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse, and even Tom and Jerry. But when someone boldly said, SpongeBob SquarePants, Harvey's reaction was nothing short of priceless. He furrowed his brow, leaned back in his chair, and asked with genuine confusion, SpongeBob? Who's that? The moment immediately sparked laughter in the studio audience and instantly went viral on social media. Fans quickly shared clips of the moment, with comments ranging from shock to sheer amusement. One Twitter user wrote, Steve Harvey doesn't know SpongeBob. What year is it? While another said, we love Steve, but this is tragic. And while it's easy to poke fun at the host for missing one of Nickelodeon's most enduring characters, the truth is, Steve Harvey's reaction is completely relatable. After all, Family Feud is about connecting with contestants and everyday Americans, not keeping up with the latest cartoons or pop culture trends. Harvey, 66, has lived a life full of comedy, family, and game show hosting. But SpongeBob, a quirky yellow sponge who lives in a pineapple under the sea, may have simply escaped his radar. It's a gentle reminder that even celebrities aren't immune to missing out on cultural phenomena that younger generations consume with gusto. What makes this moment even more entertaining is Harvey's follow-up commentary. Instead of brushing off the answer or pretending to know, he doubled down on his confusion. He joked, is SpongeBob like a sponge or a guy? Are we talking about someone who's clean or what? His honesty, paired with his comedic timing, transformed what could have been an awkward pause into a viral comedic goldmine. Fans praised Harvey for his authenticity, noting that so many celebrities might have tried to bluff their way through rather than admit ignorance. Interestingly, Steve Harvey's cluelessness about SpongeBob also sparked discussions about generational gaps in pop culture. Many of Family Feud's viewers grew up watching SpongeBob on Nickelodeon, which has been on air since 1999. For younger contestants, Harvey's lack of recognition was almost unbelievable. One contestant even quipped, "You've got to be kidding me, he's like the king of cartoons." These light-hearted exchanges made for some of the show's most memorable moments in recent memory. And they also highlighted how shows like Family Feud bridge generational divides, sometimes in the most hilarious ways. Social media users were quick to create memes and jokes around the incident. One popular meme showed Harvey's bewildered face next to a picture of SpongeBob with the caption, "When your life experience hasn't prepared you for underwater square pants." Another meme paired the moment with Harvey's famous catchphrase, "Oh, hell no." The internet, as always, had a field day, turning the clip into a trending topic for the better part of the day. Of course, this isn't the first time Steve Harvey has displayed moments of surprising ignorance. Throughout his career, Harvey has often mixed sharp insight with candid admissions of, "I don't know." It's part of his charm, and it's why audiences keep coming back. While some hosts might feel pressured to know every pop culture reference, Harvey's approach shows that humor and honesty can win the day. In fact, this moment may have even boosted ratings as fans tuned in to see how he would react to other quirky or unexpected answers. For parents watching the show with their kids, Harvey's SpongeBob moment was also oddly endearing. It reminded viewers that adults, even ones who host nationally syndicated game shows, don't always have the answers. Kids watching the show likely felt a sense of superiority as they recognized a character Harvey didn't, and parents got a good laugh watching the host fumble and joke his way through the confusion. In a way, the moment perfectly captured the spirit of Family Feud: fun, relatable, and full of laughter. Despite his initial cluelessness, Harvey eventually got the hang of it. With some gentle prompting from contestants and audience members, he began to grasp who SpongeBob is, and even cracked a few jokes about the character's odd antics and underwater adventures. By the end of the round, he was joking about SpongeBob's friends, the Krabby Patty obsession, and even Patrick Star, showing that while he might be behind on some references, he can catch up quickly when humor is involved. The episode has also sparked a light-hearted debate about what other pop culture icons Steve Harvey might not know. Could he recognize Fortnite characters? Does he know the difference between TikTok stars and YouTubers? While these questions remain open, it's clear that Harvey's ability to react in real time, with humor and sincerity, is what makes him such a beloved host. In the end, Steve Harvey being clueless about SpongeBob SquarePants is more than just a funny TV moment. It's a cultural snapshot. It reminds us that no matter how famous, talented, or experienced someone is, there are always gaps in knowledge, especially across different generations. It's also a testament to Harvey's skill as a host. He turned confusion into comedy, embarrassment into entertainment, and a potentially awkward moment into a memorable part of Family Feud history. Fans of the show have already suggested that this clip should become part of a Steve Harvey Reactions highlight reel. And with the internet immortalizing the moment in memes, tweets, and TikToks, it's likely that this particular episode will be remembered for years. Not for the contestants or their scores, but for the day Steve Harvey met SpongeBob and had no clue what was going on. At the end of the day, we aren't even surprised. After decades of making America laugh, Steve Harvey continues to prove that sometimes not knowing something can be just as entertaining as knowing everything. Whether he's clueless about SpongeBob or misreading a contestant's answer, Harvey's charm, humor, and authenticity remain unmatched. And honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way.